Today's podcast looks at how the documentary Angry Inuk uses innovative film techniques to reclaim who controls the image of Inuit seal hunting and to challenge powerful global media campaigns. Instead of letting Southern animal rights footage define the North, director Alethea Aranku-Baril turns the camera towards Inuit communities themselves, blending personal storytelling, social media clips, and striking Arctic imagery to create a new way of seeing this debate. One key innovation is the cinematography, especially in the hunting scenes near communities like Kimera and Iqaluit. The film opens with wide, carefully composed shots of the ice, sky, and sea that place the audience inside Inuit Nunaga, making seal hunting feel ordinary, beautiful, and grounded in place rather than shocking or violent. The camera often lingers in long takes while family members pull a seal from the water, skin it, and share the meat. So viewers pay attention to careful technique, respect for the animal, and the social bonds around the hunt instead of just the moments of death. This slow observational style visually argues that the real violence is not the hunt itself, but the economic devastation caused when distant governments ban seal products without listening to Inuit. Another important innovation is the way the film mixes with many different kinds of footage. Home movie style hunting sequences, news clips, YouTube videos, Skype calls, protest rallies, tweets, and classroom visits in Europe. The rapid cutting between these sources makes the viewer constantly compare slick Southern anti-sealing campaigns with the quieter, often humorous Inuit responses, exposing how one side has dominated global screens. The structure follows Aranku Baril, my bad for mispronouncing that, activism over several years, including trips to Europe to argue against the EU seal product ban and a counter-protest in Toronto. By returning to certain people like elder hunter Lassa Lucy Ishualatak, again my bad, and advocate Aju Peter, the editing turns policy debates into a personal story about how trade bans crash local economies and push families into poverty. Sound is also used in a creative way. The film often keeps the natural sounds of the hunt, the wind, the crunch of snow, the slice of the knife, so audiences literally hear the physical work and skill involved, reinforcing that seal hunting is hands-on survival and not a cruel spectacle. Over these scenes, Aranku-Baril's calm voice explains her community's history and anger, proving that angry in the title does not mean out of control rage, but a focused ethical demand to be heard. The documentary also builds a bridge between traditional knowledge and digital activism by highlighting the #SealFee campaign, where Inuit post photos of themselves hunting, eating, or wearing seal to respond to celebrity-driven anti-sealing images. On screen, the flood of #SealFee photos and comments shows that new media tools could let Inuit speak directly to global audiences instead of being reduced to background characters in someone else's fundraising video. Overall, Angry Inuk stands out as more than a talking heads issue documentary because its technical choices, wide Arctic landscapes, long takes of the hunt, complex multi-source editing, immersive sound, and personal voiceover are all carefully designed to support its political message. The film becomes an example of visual cut that out. Inuit people use film language itself to correct stereotypes, fight economic injustice caused by seal bans, and assert that their knowledge of the land and animals should guide policy. By the end, when viewers see a boy who once watched his grandfather hunt now becoming a hunter himself, the documentary has used its innovations to link past, present, and future, suggesting that respectful seal hunting and Inuit culture can survive if the world finally starts listening. For this podcast, that is the lasting impact of Angry Inuk. And it proves that film technique is not just decoration, but a powerful tool for Indigenous communities to shape how the world sees them. Thanks for listening.